little PNGs. You have them on your desktop, and then we're going to go over to shapeways. Um, in order to find this is called a design app. So you click on your profile, you go to 3D design apps, and by the way, these are all amazing. You should check them out; they're cool. And the one that we're going to use is 2D to 3D. All right. Next, you will upload the file. There's one of our components. Now you can see that it's not reading my grayscale right. And also another thing to note while we're here is that if you printed this, it would be like three separate parts, like 1, 2, 3, right? So the first thing to do is to click grayscale, defines thickness, then update the view. Okay, then you get exactly what you think you have, which is the middle component of that necklace. And the other thing that you can pay attention to in this screen, but don't change it, is the width. So all the way across is 30 millimeters, but remember it has that transparency, right? So that 30 millimeters applies to transparency. If you 30 millimeters is about an inch. It's actually a little more than an inch. So in my vision for this necklace, I think that that is way too big, and I need a way to scale it. But you'll notice that 30 millimeters is the lowest that this width goes. So there is a scaling thing that we'll do on the next screen to solve it. But another thing you could do is just remember that those artboards should be 30 millimeters, right? So that each artboard is like about an inch wide. That's the base unit. That's the smallest you can do. So you could design the artboards with a little thumbnail rule of that they're each 30 millimeters, and then sort of visually compose them too in Illustrator. But I didn't do that, so I'll just go into the scaling on the next screen, and I do that by just clicking buy now. All right, so here we are in the purchase screen, and you can see, just as we discussed, that X dimension of 30 millimeters came out to be 21 millimeters, which is 75% of an inch or thereabout. So this is still a little bit too big for me, so I'm going to take advantage of the screen to resize it. Now remember, this necklace has three components, so whatever number that I choose, and also, by the way, ignore these numbers because they're really difficult to understand. See, this is 0.2 of a meter, which is 20 millimeters. So just don't worry about it. This interface is one of the things I don't like about Shapeways. But if I have 21 millimeters, I know that's too big. I can rescale this by 80 and then save it. And then that should get me somewhere in the ballpark of like 15 or 13 millimeters for X, which is what I'm looking for. Cool. So 17 millimeters for X. So I can actually, what Shapeways does is it goes back in the other tab. So that's still too big for me. So I'll go back to buy now again. And then maybe I'll go with, so 80 was too big. So maybe I want something like 70. Let's just make something really small. It'll be really pretty. Um, and it'll be subtle. We don't like, I always make big chunky jewelry this way. So I am going to go with 70%, and I want my target is something like 12 millimeters for X, which that would be very small, wouldn't it? That'd be cool though. You know, it'd be subtle. Cool. Now, if you you should be able to scale this any way that you want, um, right? Oh, I got 15 millimeters for X. That's perfect. That's my target. So you should be able to scale this any way you want, but make sure to scale all the pieces evenly. Now, let's see. So there we have it. That's it. If you made something you really like, you could get it in gold for only $70. And I think that would be really cool, like a little half-inch necklace piece. And then you just buy a chain for it, and any jewelry store would be able to able to assemble this for you. So this is the purchase process, right? And I won't take you through this, but it's beautiful. I make stuff in silver, and I get a lot of commissions. And as you can see, it's really cheap. And this would just be a really pretty half-inch little pendant. It's kind of odd because it's so geometric too. So um, I won't take you through the purchase process, but I will take you through how to turn this in. Okay, so let's see here. You can do the purchase process on your own, and I'm not going to require you to purchase it, but I would love it if you did, and if you made something that you liked. But the point is that this has to be purchasable, which means if you don't follow the directions, then Shapeways will reject your model. So to prove that it's purchasable, we're going to add stuff to shops, right? So go back to so go through this purchase process and do make this necklace. I would love that. That would be so cool. Um, but the way that I want you to turn this in is this. Once you've gone through the 2D to 3D process, you will have done these models. You can find all your models here. So here's this little face, my models. And then all you have to do is click these three little dots and create a product. Cool. So now you are selling in the marketplace, and you can call this name necklace. No, not name necklace. Um, Earth Power necklace. Write a little description. Show you love for the earth. And go through all this. It's clerical, you know, but I would love for you to do it. Pendants and necklaces. So this will be part of your grade. I don't need anything like that. You can add your materials from here. I'll just do polished bronze. And cool. It doesn't take that long. Gold. Polished bronze and gold, and of course silver. Ooh, silver. Polished silver. Polished silver is just beautiful. All right, that's what it looks like. Oh wait, I was doing my music one. Okay, wait. It doesn't have to be selling, offer for sale. You don't have to fill this out very much, but you do have to get it live on a shop. Embed the product. Save changes. All right, and now, okay, so I think that it's there, and then I view the product. This will come up in a minute, but in the meantime, this is what I copy and paste and put into Blackboard. So yeah, that's it. So to turn in the assignment, you have to show me one of the elements um, up live on a shop that I can see. And then the other thing you have to show me is the Illustrator file with all the elements together.